So a potter's wheel is a tool that spins around, and you can take your clay and throw it onto the wheel, and as it spins you can make different shapes and different pieces on it. I typically like to make more sculptural forms, but you can also make functional work. You can make vases, bowls, pretty much anything in your kitchen, and a lot of different art as well. I think some of the benefits is that it's really just a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a challenge, which leaves you with a sense of satisfaction at the end of it. But I think the number one thing is everyone that does it is really fun, and the whole process is fun. So in our classes, normally the first step is we wedge our clay, which blends the clay, and if there is air pockets in the clay, it de-airs it. After that, we take our clay and we stick it on the wheel, and the most important part is to make sure that your clay stays on the wheel. A lot of times if it's not stuck, it could go flying across the room, so that's very important. After that, we start the sintering process. So once we sinter, which is basically where we squeeze the clay up and down, and that sinters the clay, and it just makes it so that it's not wobbling. So once you do that, the next step is to make the hole, and then you open the piece, and then you lift the clay upwards, which thins it, and that's where the piece gets its height. After you're done lifting, then you can come through and shape the piece. And the shaping part is the most fun part of the ceramic process. Once you're done, you can cut it off, and then we bisque fire the piece, and then we glaze fire after that. I think you should come on in and try it. A lot of people are nervous at first, and then the biggest thing I always tell my students is that it's just dirt. Don't be scared of it. If you mess up, you can simply just push it back together and start over. But once you get your clay centered, the process isn't as hard as people think. So definitely come on in and give it a try.